The Speaking Statements, the podcast of statements about the 50 U.S. states. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for alerts for when a new episode is released.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 4 of the Speaking Statements. We're glad to have you here for South Carolina. I want to announce Kendall Boyle to talk about South Carolina.
I'm so
Hi,
excited to be here. Thanks, Jillian.
Hi, Kendall. I got some questions about South Carolina. My first question is, what do you like about South Carolina and why?
First, it's a beautiful state, but what I love the most about it is the way that South Carolina is laid out is we are on the southern part of of the country, obviously, but we're also on the coast. So it's really cool that we're small enough that you can live at the beach, but then all I have to do is get in a car and drive for about 3.5 to 4 hours, and I'm already in the mountains. So what I love about that is that we have that diversity to be able to have everything that you want with the outdoors in one little state.
Yeah, it is one of the small ones. My second question is, what kind of food do they grow in South Carolina?
Well, a little fun fact, so the peach is the actual state fruit of South Carolina, which most people don't realize because they think of Georgia as being known for their peaches, but we're actually the biggest supplier of peaches in the country after California. So we grow a lot of peaches, and then we also grow a lot of things like okra, tomatoes, corn, cucumbers, beans, onions, my favorite being something called a Valdalia onion. But okra is probably my favorite thing.
What is okra?
So okra is a type of vegetable, and it kind of looks like a green finger. And you can saute it, and we cook it in something called succotash or okra soup, or we also have something here called fried okra that we eat a lot.
It sounds good, but I don't think green fingers would be good.
Sounds weird, but they're really delicious.
My third question is, what do people in South Carolina like to do for fun?
Well, because especially the part of South Carolina that I'm from, I live by the beach. So a lot of times we do a lot of water activities, whether that's going fishing or surfing's not so great here, but we still do a lot of surfing. We do a lot of beach activities like paddle boarding. We go wakeboarding, skiing, and then you can also go hiking. A lot of people go hiking and camping, and we have a lot of lakes here as well. So there's a lot of lake life where you go kayaking or stand-up paddleboarding.
Good answer, Mike.
Food is a big passion here in the South, so that's really important to us. So there's a lot of food activities too. We're known for our restaurants.
Okay, my fourth question is, can you tell me about the beaches in South Carolina?
I absolutely can. So I live in a city called Charleston. Have you ever heard of Charleston before?
No.
No? Well, we are on the coast. We're actually one of the oldest cities in the country, and we are right on the beach. And we have something here called brackish water, meaning that the water that's coming from the mountains and goes into our water here goes through a lot of dirty areas, because not dirty, but we have something called plus mud here, which is very rich in minerals. So it has a very strong smell and it's very dark in color. And that changes the color of our water. So our beaches here aren't very blue. They're more of a dark green or a brownish color, which is called brackish. It's also very rich in minerals and very, very salty. And then the islands that we have here are called barrier islands, which basically just means they're really, really, really big sand dunes that have been built up over the years. And so part of them erode from the back and then they rebuild and get closer to land over time.
Good. My fifth and last question is, what kind of animals do you see in South Carolina?
Because of the way that South Carolina is laid out, like I told you, how we have the beach and we have the mountains, we have a lot of different animal life. So I see all the time, because like I said, I'm on the coast, I see alligators just about every single day. We see a lot of dolphins. We see sea turtles from time to time. We have a lot of different ocean life. We have a lot of snakes here around us. And then if you go to some of the other areas, we also have bald eagles around us, which is pretty cool. We have black bears in the upstate, and then we have the typical stuff like a lot of people, where you see a lot of rabbits and a lot of deer.
Yeah, those are good animals. I've finished with my questions today. We're glad to have you here to talk about South Carolina.
Well, thank you so much.
Bye, Kendall.
Bye, Julian.
Now we'll do the notes. It borders Georgia, North Carolina, which is really just two, and the Atlantic Ocean, of course. It became a state in 1788 and was the 8th state yearly. The capital is Columbia. The largest cities are Charleston, North Charleston, Columbia. Columbia is the biggest. There's a tree called Angel Oak, which is believed to be the oldest thing on the east of the Mississippi River. Indigenous people have lived in South Carolina for thousands of years. Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina, and millions of people visit it each year to see the beautiful beaches, shops, hotels, and entertainment. Now we'll do the fast facts with Leo. All yours, Leo. What's the state key? That is the palmetto palm tree. What is the state flower? It would be the yellow jasmine. What is the state bird? The Carolina wren. What is the state dance? It's the shag. What is the state music? The spiritual. What is the state snack? It's boiled peanuts. What is the state dog? The Boykin Spaniel. What is the state fruit? Peach. What is the state color? It's indigo blue. What is the state animal? It's the white-tailed deer. What is the state amphibian? It's the spotted salamander. Bye, Leo. Bye, Julian. And last but not least, the quarter has an outline of the South Carolina with a bird, a palm tree, and the words that say the Palmetto State. That's all for today, but you can check next week for a season finale. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Speaking Statements.